Welcome back. So recently I finished my study for the Step 1 exam, and here are my notes on how to study pharmacology for Step 1. For pharmacology, there are two main divisions, either the principles or the medications. Kaplan book for pharmacology did a great job in explaining the principles for pharmacology, and First Aid book did a great job in explaining the medications for pharmacology. So for sources, I highly recommend studying Kaplan for pharmacology only the first two chapters, which includes all the principles, and then study each organ system medications separately. This should cover most, if not all, of what you need for your Step 1 exam. Graphs in pharmacology are very important, and there's a lot of them for Step 1. You'll get plenty of questions either asking you about the graph directly, they will show you the graph and ask you a question, or they will ask you a question about the idea behind the graph. So to make my life easy, as I was studying pharmacology, I got a piece of paper on the side, and every time that I would encounter a graph, I would write it or draw it down on that piece of paper. And the result was all graphs in pharmacology in one page, so this is significantly easier to review and revise. If you're studying for your Step 1, you probably have seen this picture before, and it's very important. You'll need to know the main two types of neurons in this picture, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, and you'll also need to know their affected organs and the medications that works in this system. Receptors are also important. There are many times where the question will be a long graph, and the key word to answering the entire question would be knowing the receptor, or that one word that is linked to this receptor. To be in good shape, you'll need to know the major function of each one of these receptors, and you'll also need to know the agonizing and antagonizing drugs. So that's all about studying the principles of pharmacology, and now let's talk about studying the different medications for pharmacology. So on the screen in front of you are the major diseases that you should focus on, and know all the medications that are linked to these diseases. I suggest that you start studying the medications that are linked to these diseases first, and once you finish them, you can move on and finish whatever is left. That way, if you don't have time to finish all your pharmacology medications, you'd have at least finished the major ones. And finally, mnemonics are a big help. If you're having trouble memorizing a specific medication or a specific group of medications, just Google a mnemonic for them, and you'll be surprised about the vastness of mnemonics that you'll find. Alright guys, that's everything I've got. Hopefully I made this easier for you, and see you guys later.